Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to talk to you guys today. I'm Erin Call. I'm an executive lead director on Team Beauty Surge with Limelight by Alcone. I've been here just a year now, and I really want to come here and talk to you guys about fear. I want to talk to you about some of the fear that you might be experiencing right now with making a decision to start a new venture. I want to talk to you about my story a little bit and how this almost held me back and really affected me as well. So let's chat. I think some of the things that we do when we think about starting a new venture or stepping outside of our comfort zone or doing something that scares us a little bit that we just we're unsure of. We don't necessarily know, we can't control everything. We're not sure what the outcome might be. And so we start overthinking and overanalyzing and really critiquing everything about the possibility of this new venture. We have the fear of failure, right? We have the fear of what people might think of us. We have that fear of judgment. We have the fear of the unknown, the fear of putting ourselves out there, the fear of falling on our face and not being sure how to get back up, right? We have all these little things that we start thinking about in our minds, and we start almost like telling ourselves these stories. One of the girls that joined my team maybe back in October, who now I'm super good friends with, she made a pros and cons list. And when we sat down and we talked about this pros and cons list, her pros list was like yay long, and her con list was like fear. And that was pretty much every little thing on her, con list was just related to her fear and the unknown. And she's killing it. She's doing amazing. And it's just so funny because I thought back and I'm like, you know what? I did all that stuff in my head. I talked about all that stuff with my husband. I drove him insane about all of these what ifs before I clicked that join button. So if you're sitting there and you have this fear and you're saying, oh my gosh, that's me, girl. I feel you. I feel you 100%. So let's chat about how to overcome that, but a little bit about my story is that I was actually with a previous company. So a lot of my fear, and some of you may be able to relate, a lot of my fear was surrounded a little bit of guilt or shame or bearing the burden of how I was going to make other people feel when I decided to make the switch to Limelight. I knew that my place was no longer with the company that I was with previously. But I think we carry these thoughts in the back of our heads of, the stigma of company hopping, or maybe not having achieved the amount of success that at a previous company that we wanted, or maybe being super successful and people wondering, well, why is she going elsewhere? Why is she happy? And people questioning our integrity and our intent and why we're doing this. And so that was a huge burden that I carried. And I nagged, I joke, I say I nagged Ashley for about a month straight every day. Well, what if this happens? What if that? I had all this fear of how people were going to judge me for switching companies. Would my customers follow me? Would they trust me anymore? Because while I was, promoting one product, now I'm promoting another. What would my team think over there? What would the people that I signed up under think? How would this affect all these other people? And what I was failing to acknowledge was where my heart was, where I knew I needed to be. I was failing to acknowledge that I knew where I needed to be. I knew what I wanted to be doing, but that fear of judgment, of failure, of all those things crept into my head every day for about a month. And then I finally said, you know what? I know who I am. I know where my heart is. I know what I want to do. Promoting one product versus another product aside, I'm on a mission to really do this for my family and do this for other women and inspire and encourage other women to be confident, to love themselves, to feel beautiful inside and out. And regardless of where I was before and where I am now company-wise, my mission stays the same and who I am as a person stays the same. And you know what? When I said that to myself, the fear didn't completely go away, but I was able to conquer the fear. And do you know how much confidence I gained when I conquered that fear, you guys? When I finally said, I'm going to do this based on how I know I want to feel and what I know I want to achieve, right? And so whether you're with another company or whether you're just sitting there thinking, you know what? I would really like to do this, but I have all these fears. Make your pros and cons list, okay? I think a lot of times our vision is clouded by all the overthinking and overanalyzing we do and all the what ifs and, the things that we conjure up in our minds, that we almost forget all the things that we know we probably will gain by taking on an opportunity like this. Like we talked about confidence, sisterhood, and for some people, independence, having something for yourself. Maybe you're a stay at home mom and you just want something for yourself. Or maybe you're stuck in corporate America and you're dying for freedom. These are all amazing things that you can and will gain if you say, you know what, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to kick fear to the curb. I am going to dig out that inner confident, amazing woman that's in there, and I'm just going to go for it. And you will surprise yourself, and you will join this environment, and you'll forget about that fear because you are going to be uplifted and supported. And that might sound a little cheesy or cliche, but I can't tell you how many women have joined my team and said that they've never felt more supported and encouraged. And it's just a really wonderful environment. And I think when you set your fear aside and you say, you know what, I know I can do this. Whether I'm scared, I'm just gonna jump in with both feet. You will surprise you. And if you want me to be real with you, there is not a day that goes by since I clicked that join button that I don't thank myself for making the decision to be here and how it's impacted me as a woman, my confidence, my growth, everything that I've experienced, because a lot of this is about the journey, you guys, and how it's impacted my family financially, time-wise, freedom-wise. Every single day, I am grateful that I made that decision and I chose to run with it. And that's really, for me, the biggest thing that happened since I said, you know what, I'm going to push the fear to the side, was not what I've achieved, but like who I've become along the way. So you're going to surprise yourself. That's a fact. So that's all I have for you guys. Anything that you need, reach out to your beauty guide. Trust me, she will support you. You will be surprised if you're open with her that she's probably going to tell you that she had the same fear, and she'll be able to tell you how she overcame it and all the amazing things that have happened since then. But the truth is, she'll be real with you too, and you guys will be able to figure out if this is the best opportunity for you, if this is the best place for you to be, and I hope it is. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Check out all the other videos, and take care.